Hi. I just saw a video by Hot Banana Stud about some woman named Shirley Phelps Roper and about her little church. Yeah. If you ask me, it's more like a cult. There's only 70 to 80 members, and 80% of them are her family members. Wow. Big surprise there. You know, just because you're a lawyer, Miss Shirley Phelps Roper, doesn't mean that you know everything, and it doesn't mean that you're above everyone else. You know, I'm also a Christian too. I was raised a Baptist from the age of 5 or so. Not that kind of Baptist, but yeah. When I went to church, I was told that you, 1, don't judge others, because that's God's place to do it. You know, judge not, lest ye be judged. Thee without sin throw the first stone. That sort of thing. 2, you're not supposed to hate others simply because they're different. You're supposed to love everyone. 3, you're not supposed to actually preach to people, especially if they don't want to hear it. If they're asking you to preach to them, then go right ahead. But the word of God isn't yours to be thrown around and thrown in their faces. And 4, just because you have the right, freedom of speech, doesn't mean you should go to someone's funeral and literally say, they're dead because God said so. And you know what? I feel sorry for you for raising them enough to actually think that it's okay to go to war. Okay. First off, I don't think God goes around doing that sort of thing, because humans do have free will. And when humans have free will, He lets loose. He has, since He gave us free will. He went, you know what? It's up to you. You believe in me? You don't. Whatever. It's your choice. That's why. That's why there are wars. That's why people kill. That's why people decide to get married. That's why people don't decide to get married. That's why people have kids. That's why they don't have kids. It's freedom of choice. Those kids went to the war, or those young gentlemen and ladies went to war because they believed that what they were doing was for the good of America. It was good for the freedom of America. Not because, oh, I feel like getting killed by the wrath of God. They don't all believe what you believe. Trust me. And when someone's having a funeral, have some respect for the dead, will ya? I don't care what your opinion is. It's wrong to go to someone's funeral and boycott basically how that person got killed. I mean, this isn't Vietnam War anymore. You can't just go somewhere and be like, you were in the Vietnam War, you suck, and throw in a little, oh, it's God's wrath, that's why you're dead. Thank God for thank God for this war. I mean, thank God for God's wrath. Thank God for killing them. Just because you can thank God doesn't mean you should throw that in the parents' faces. That's just wrong. It's rude. It's hurtful. It's hateful. I'm not going to say that you're mean, because you're not mean. Brandon Rogers had a very good point. You're not mean. You just have some very screwed up beliefs, that's all. Now here's my thing. I've seen some movies with actors where they made such a profound statement, and all while being calm, cool, and collected. It's what they said that made such an impact, and all while being calm, cool, and collected. Just because you think that roaring and saying it dramatically will get people to listen to you and believe what you have to say, that doesn't mean that it's going to make them believe you anymore. They're going to think that you're freaking crazy. I mean, if you're calm, cool, and collected and sitting back and saying, yeah, I really believe what I'm saying. I really believe that homosexuals are wrong. I'm more apt to listen to you. Okay? You don't have to get so overly dramatic. You know, actually, watching The Great Dictator by Charlie Chaplin, I realized how ridiculous some people are when they over-dramatize things. And when watching the behind the scenes, I realized and learned that Hitler actually took acting classes. He actually realized that speakers that are overly dramatic, and they're like this, and they're, oh my God, they think they're that much more into what they're saying, and they believe it more. I find that utterly ridiculous. Charlie Chaplin actually said, you know, Hitler's a great actor. I don't think that's what Hitler was aiming for. I really don't. But you know what? By the way you're acting, I'm apt to say the same thing about you. I really am. So here's a tip from one person to another. Tone it down a little. Okay? Because you're looking more like a crazy ass than a believer. And get a few more people in your church, because only having 70 members and 80% of them being your family doesn't look good on your record. Okay, under certain circumstances, if you're looking at the actual dictionary, I think the dictionary of, you know, religion and, you know, what constitutes as a religion and a church and a cult, you're technically a cult. You don't have enough believers, you don't have enough worshipers, you don't have enough followers in your church, and you're not universal enough. You don't have more than one church. It's not widespread enough. It just makes you look crazy. Sorry. But, yeah, that's my opinion. I probably said everything that a lot of other people believe. I've watched quite a few videos about Shirley Roper, whatever her name is. And, yeah, I saw her on the Tyra Banks show. True, Tyra was kind of interrupting her every now and then, but, Tyra had a point. You know, people do have auras in their spirits, and you can feel hatred and anger and rage pretty easily. And I'm sure if she felt negativity and anger and rage, she felt it. Now, I get overzealous when I talk about certain things too, and I seem like I'm pissed off, but I agree with Shirley Roper, whatever her name is. It's the zeal that's coming across, not me being pissed. Kind of like right now, I'm not pissed, I'm about it. I'm just, you know. But, that's not the case with her. I don't think that's the case with her. She genuinely believes what she's saying, and she's ticked off that people don't believe her and they think she's crazy. She's ticked off about that. I don't know. She might actually one day open her eyes and say, that's me on TV. I look like a fucking nutcase. Don't show that to anyone. And we're not putting that in the family vault. Just hopefully that's her kids in years to come actually going, yeah, that's not my mom. I don't know who that is. That's some psycho. I'm not related to her. You look just like her. No. She's some lady I met on the street. She paid me to act like her daughter. Yeah, that's not me.